Hi Unity fans, this is Carisa. I'm back with another Unity TV episode, and this week we're going to be stamping on fabric and coloring with Copic markers. So we're using this Gobble stamp, which is a Jillibean Soup co-brand stamp with Unity, and we're going to be stamping on this onesie. One thing that you want to remember is have a chipboard, piece of chipboard to put in between your fabric so your markers don't bleed to the back of the fabric. And you'll also want to have a fabric safe ink. I used a palette ink in dark chocolate, and any type of markers that are fabric safe will work. I've used Copics many times to color on fabric, so as long as you heat set it, you'll be fine. So we're just going to begin by stamping our image. You want to make sure you have a flat surface, and you're going to press down pretty hard and kind of just move around to make sure that you've got all of the ink into the fabric. And you can see it stamps very clear. And to start coloring, what I like to do is spread the fabric, stretch it out a little bit, and go with the grain of the fabric. This just makes it easier to lay down your color, and you're also able to get in between all of the fibers so that you don't have any uneven white spots. I'm using E30 here for the center of the turkey. And you can see I'm just using light strokes. Don't want to really push down too hard, and we're just putting an even coat of each color down on the fabric. I'm not worrying about shading or anything fancy like I would on paper. Just trying to get a nice, clean image, colored, solid for the fabric. So now I'm laying down my E55, and I'm using the same technique. I stretch out the fabric and going with the grain of the fabric, I'm laying down my color just lightly, and you can see here it's kind of blotchy, but I'm going to go back over it and just fill in those white spaces. And just a very light touch on the fabric because you don't want your marker to stay in one spot too long, or else you will get some bleeding. Alright, so for the beak, I'm using YR04. For his little Gobble, using R08. For the feathers, the yellow, I'm using Y13. And for the green, I'm using YG25. And you can see each time I start laying down a new color, I stretch out the fabric again. And for the blue, I'm using BG09. So you can see how quick and easy and how cute it is to stamp and color on your fabric. And I'm using the same palette ink to stamp the sentiment. And this ink works really well with Copic. So what I'm going to do is actually highlight the Gobble and the Wobble with the orange and the red that I used on the turkey to kind of just bring those two together. I just think it looks so cute like this. And the final thing that I'm going to do is just add a highlight around, or a little shadow around the turkey with B60, just to kind of ground it on the shirt a little bit. It's very subtle. And to bring out the eyes a little bit, I decided to add some gemstones using the Helmar Gemstone glue since it is washable. I'm just adding a little bit of dab on the eyes and then putting my little gem right on top. Once that dries, they'll be good to go. And again, you just want to heat set it, and then you're all set. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you try this.